Welcome to 6.6. The Hinge Theorem. If two sides of one triangle are congruent to two sides of another triangle, and the included angle of the first is larger than the included angle of the second, then the third side of the first is longer than the third side of the second. Okay, makes sense. Converse is, if you have two triangles that have two congruent sides, and one has a longer side than the other, then the included angle, opposite angle, is going to be larger than the other angle. All right, complete the statement. The measure of angle 1, okay, it's opposite 25. Okay, angle 2 is opposite 23. So provided we have these two being the same, the two sides being the same, then angle 1 must be bigger than angle 2. What about number 2? Number 2, we have angle 1 is across from 13, angle 2 is across from 14. So angle 2 must be bigger. And here we are on number 3, angle 1 is across from 19, angle 2 is across from 20, so angle 2 is bigger. And on number 4, angle 1 is across from 42, which is bigger than 39, so angle 1 is bigger. AC and DC. All right, so this is the converse. 35 is bigger than 34, so AC must be bigger than DC. MN and LK. So MN is across from 114, and KL, or LK, is across from 123. So LK is bigger. TR is across from 22, and UR is across from 24. So UR is bigger. AD is across from 36, and DC is opposite of 32. So 36, so AD is bigger. Write a proof, and yes, make sure you write your proof. There's your given. Now we have WY is congruent to WY, that is reflexive. Okay, so we have that. Now you have your Hinge theorem. Okay, so you have a degree here and a degree here. Okay, and it says that WYZ, this angle right here, is bigger than this other one right here. Okay, so if WYZ is bigger, then WZ must be bigger than WX, and that is the Hinge theorem. Okay, here we have another proof. We have all that given stuff there, BC and AD, and now it says DC is bigger than BA, or excuse me, smaller than BA. All right, then we have AC is congruent to CA. That's reflexive. So now you have your Hinge theorem. Okay, and if DC is smaller and AB is larger, then angle BCA has to be bigger than the measure of angle DAC. That's the converse to the Hinge theorem. All right, two flights leave from the same airport. Which flight is further from the airport? Flight 1 flies 100 miles due west. Okay, 100 miles west. Then turns 20 degrees toward the north. Okay, so up 20 degrees. And flies 50 miles. All right. All right, so there's a triangle there. Okay, so this is 20 degrees. Now, flight 2 flies 100 miles due north, then turns 30 degrees to the east. 30 degrees, flies 50 miles. Okay? So if both flights have these degrees, 20 degrees here and 30 degrees here, we can figure out the total length or how far away they are from the airport by doing supplementary angles. So if that's 20 degrees, then this angle right here is 160 degrees. And if that's 30 degrees, then this angle is 150 degrees. All right, so obviously, if that's 160 degrees and that's 150 degrees, the side opposite the larger number is bigger. So the first one, flight 1, is further away than flight 2. All right, so let's do the same thing. These are going south and north, okay? So the first one, flight 1, goes 210 miles due south, then turns toward the west at 70 degrees. All right, so let me put the 210 there. 70 degrees towards the west, so this is 70 degrees that it turned to the west. All right, so that's where flight 1 is. Now flight 2, 80 miles due north, then turns 50 degrees to the east, okay, and flies for 210 miles, okay. All right, so what do we have here? This is 70 degrees, so we get the supplementary angle for that. This is 50 degrees, and get the supplementary angle for that one. All right, so 180 minus 70 is 110. 180 minus 50 is 130. So 130 is bigger, so flight 2 is further away. Wow, didn't spell that very well. Flight 2. Okay, so what did we do wrong here? So there's our hinge theorem. So we're looking at that angle and this angle. The hinge has to be the angle connecting both sides that are congruent. So they're saying that PQ is less than RS. Okay, so they have it backwards. PQ is opposite the 58 degrees, and RS is opposite the 54. Okay, so that means that PQ is bigger than RS.